Guys, welcome back to Factorio. I am SeiferKatt, and today we are going to be making blue circuits, and we're going to look at some geodes again, because we're just not making enough of them. Generally, everything's running pretty smoothly. There's a couple of changes I'd like to make, but the first one, probably, I was going to say most important, but then I realized it's not, is we really need to improve my resin production. So we will be doing that in just a moment. While these trees are doing the best they can, it's just not enough trees. So we're going to make something new and fantastical, which is gas resin, which is a sentence that makes no sense. Also, I realized this glass was never actually being manufactured, and now it is, and that should hopefully make things a bit smoother. Just doing a little bit of maintenance first, and then we'll get started proper. And upgrade them like that. Bit exciting, isn't it? Okay. Okay, that should give us more copper, and that should mean that blue science gets made a little bit faster, a little bit more consistent. Great. So, what my main goal is, we don't need these anymore. We never actually made the uranium fuel cells, but they're building up right now, and that's fine. What we do need, however, is liquid resin. Now, liquid resin can be made two ways. One, urea gas, and the other, formaldehyde gas. Well, this is one of the ways. There is a better way to make liquid resin later, which use melamine gas, but right now that's a pain, so we're not doing that. So urea gas, pretty simple to make, and formaldehyde gas, also pretty simple to make. So what I was thinking is we just need a lot of chemical plants, a few trains, just single plant, thank you. We're just going to build a few of these. So what we need first is urea gas. Now, that's just going to be hydrogen and nitrogen, which you'd think wouldn't be hard to get, but it is actually, hydrogen can be gained from here, except it can't be. We've got a lot of hydrogen all over the base. We can just siphon that hydrogen. And nitrogen, kind of a similar thing. We should just have nitrogen around. We do have a lot of nitrogen over here, but I think for now we're just going to do some more air processes, which we can't because we're lacking iron. Okay. Which we probably wouldn't be if we got rid of a couple of these. Yeah, this isn't really going to make us a lot of stuff, but it'll do for now. So the whole purpose of this right now is to make the ammonia gas. And of course we are going to need a train station. Also, I want to change, no, it's fine. I'm going to need a train station for this, and so that means we are going to need to continue the madness. Have any stops? We do not. We like iron for those. Okay, of course we do. What was I thinking? And we need kind of a similar thing that we use for the catalyst drops. The only difference is we don't want it to be we don't want green catalysts. Okay, well, I guess we're going to come back and fix that one later too, huh? Alright, so that'll sort of give us a similar thing. Be good if, what are we actually lacking for the combiners? Probably iron. Honestly, that seems to be where we're lacking for everything. Copper cables? No, not arithmetic, that's wrong. Cider combiners. We're lacking copper. Interesting. That's rarely something we're lacking. Well, look, let's go get a bunch of iron and a bunch of copper and see where we go from that. Because I would really love to get more resin made soon. Okay, so combiner. Want a couple of arithmetic combiners? No, we don't. Just said that we want decided combiners. We're not adding, are we? I don't think we add. No, they're all just deciders because that's just how I roll. More air processors would be good, but I think for those we're going to need more iron. Of course we do. Probably got a bunch of stuff in my inventory I don't need anymore. Okay, when I need iron, I didn't mean like specifically iron ore. Thank you, game. I tried. I would also like to make more washing plants for later while I'm here. No, we probably don't need to do that right now. Or that'll be fine. And a flare stack because we've got to get rid of that oxygen somehow. Copper production is really going a little bit crazy because of trying to build all these heat pipes. Probably don't need that many actually. You know what? Let's actually do the washing plant now because we're here and it's the thing that we're going to need to do next. So, washing plant. Kind of not too dissimilar from the last thing I was doing like this. Maybe that's the point because it's the same tech level. Iron. Box. I need a brass box, I suppose. Iron pipe, that's actually a bit more of a pain, but doable. Okay, good, 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 good. Then we just go like that. And then finally, stone bricks, which we can kind of split up, bring up through there. Okay. That should make my washing plants just fine. Okay, that's good. That'll probably be more washing plants we really need, but honestly, we do need them. We also don't need these crystallizers, so we might as well just put them in the box. I know the brass chest is in the way. That's what I'm trying to put them in. Seriously. We're going to need train stop. We're going to need 2 of these, actually. We are also going to need a train. Funny how that works. What else do I need to build? Probably going into more solar panels could be good. What else do we need? Train, that's right. Because we're going to, we're going to need catalyst frames as well. That's not a lot of catalyst frames. Where did I put my engines? They're down here, I believe. Yes, they are. So it's called a locomotive. And one of those will do just fine. And yep. And what I kind of want here is a very similar setup to this. No I don't. Not that great a setup, it turns out. So this is going to be for the red catalysts, which is going to be required to make ammonia gas. Red catalysts, super easy to make. It's just copper and iron, and of which we both have an abundance of. I mean, I guess copper is a little bit more a problem, but generally it shouldn't be a problem worth worrying about. So we'll put a little train station here. Figure out which way it goes. Always a good start. Probably don't need to go that far. How long does that train station need to be? I don't think it needs to be that long. It can be that long. If it fit there, that would be even better, but it doesn't really. Okay. So this train stop. Well, I was gonna we don't need the brass chests, but it's what we took. In fact, we don't even need that many. But again, it's what we got. The first one needs to get iron. Pretty simple. What we could do actually, here's the play. This is the pro level play here. Separate it, but not there. Okay, so much for that pro level play, right? Then we connect it. Gonna just pop those back in there so that way I don't end up carrying a bunch of crap I don't care about. Okay, there we go, pro level play. And you say, but now they're together. That's not what you wanted. I'm like, well, I can separate them, can't I? Boom. Mind's blowing. Because then you go like that, and you change it by ores, which when you find them, there you go. Boom. And then we add a train, we're in the correct direction. That's a funny thing about trains. If they're not going in the correct direction, you tend to just have a worse time. We are going to need to power that train as well, so... Ah, what do you know, we've got this. We can just siphon it directly. Okay. Now we're going to go... Most of this train is going to be empty. Full stack of copper and iron. Lovely. Train is not being powered. Cool, and this is going to be called Red Caterpick. And we'll worry about where it's going next. Actually, we can just take it for a quick ride now. Because it's going to go over to here. Red Caterpick, it goes until either full cargo or until time has passed to 300 seconds, but let's be honest, it'll probably be neither after the first couple of goes. After the first couple of goes, the train will not go anywhere until it's ready. I'd like you to stay here just for a moment, train. And we did actually have the stack inserters, which is nice. Now, the only difference is these don't care about silver, it cares about copper. That's right, it cares about copper. And this one cares about iron? Iron. Couldn't find iron. That's just like, does it care about iron? Who knows? And this thing will not be called green catadrop, called red catadrop. And that also may mean there's a train trying to come here right now. Yep, it is. But now it's trying to go home. And it can't because the network is screwed up. Whose fault is that? Mine as always. Okay, it can go home now. And that'll be till empty cargo. And we should be good now. Actually, empty cargo or inactivity for 5 seconds. Okay. So that is going to be very important for getting my ammonia to be created. And we're going to need a couple more catalyst frames. Probably not too many though. So now we actually need the ammonia. Now we don't need to expand this part too much, which is fine. Probably made this in starting in the wrong place, but that's okay. Good, we've done science. Good, we have done science. Wonderful. Those are words. Chemical plants, we're gonna need more of them. Probably need more uh, things for them, but that's okay. And we want to separate the air. That'll filter the nitrogen and the oxygen. We do not need the hydrogen. So we do not need the oxygen, so we'll flare stack that out. And the nitrogen is what we need. So we're going to do a very similar thing here, except sans the flare stack. Okay, so that makes my nitrogen probably not enough, but it'll do for now. And we need to then worry about ammonia. Double M's. Okay, so we also, of course, need these catalysts to be created. And they're just going to be red catalysts. So grab from here, out from there. Got to figure out how. Okay, let's just do the pipe work now, because otherwise we're going to break my own head. And I'm not cool with that. That also means the hydrogen. The hydrogen is coming from above, probably. So we'll bring in the hydrogen now, because hydrogen is something we've got a lot of through various reasons in the base. So we just got to figure out where's the best place to grab some from and connect it. I mean, so that's convenient. So if we just bring it up here, eventually we'll reach the electrolyzers, and that tends to be like a good spot for gathering everything. The only problem is getting it down here is a bit trickier. Should have a lot of hydrogen available though, we just got to figure out how to get it. Seems to be like a mostly clear line down there, but again, it's a bit difficult to actually rationalize that. Rationalize was the wrong word, but I don't even care. Okay, that's fine. We're just going to keep smelting whatever we can, like keep researching, because quite frankly, I think we don't need anything terribly urgent anymore. We have a bunch of hydrogen things that are using things, and when we get to a time of shortage, that's going to be a problem. But right now, I think we're actually okay. And do it that way, so then we can put the pipes in. This is the thing about working the rat's nest, it just always gets worse. There we go. Problem solved. Okay, and that'll give me my hydrogen. There it goes, and it connects up like that. So I hope that was supposed to be hydrogen. If not, who knows what I've just connected. Okay, so now we've got something happening. So these need to be outputting somehow. catalyst frames need to go in. And that'll have to do for now. So we will pick them up. And then of course they do need to drop them back off, which will be something like that. That'll deliver the catalyst, the empty frames back. Okay, let's just power this up and see where we've gone wrong. That's probably a decent place to start with where I've gone wrong. Okay. Okay, so we should be seeing... I don't know. How do I put the catalyst frames? Oh. Ah. Okay, so we should be making ammonia gas now, and we are. That's nice. Always happy to see some ammonia gas in my factory. Why is it? Oh, because there's 3 in there. Okay, that's fine. That'll get better as time goes on. So we've got ammonia gas. Then we need urea gas, which is actually not too difficult. We just need carbon dioxide and ammonia gas. And then we've got urea gas, which we do need, actually, for a few other things. So that's good. We're going to need that one day, so we might as well start researching it now. So now we're going to get the carbon dioxide, and I believe there's a lot of it up here. So we can bring that down as well. Okay. Piping gases around. Okay. Then that'll make our urea gas, and that is good. It's also going to make purified water, which is a pain, but I'll deal with that another day. Okay, so chemical plants, we don't really have a lot of these, but that's okay. And do we have spare clarifiers? Probably not. We probably don't have... Oh, don't have iron for it. We have a bunch of iron over here. Let's go get some iron. Just ditching some things that I see that I've got in my inventory that I clearly will not need. Okay. Blue science is being held back by whatever the femto is lacking. Figure that out in a moment. Right now I just want that iron. Glass appears to be not the problem anymore though. Honestly, if I take guess what femtos were lacking, it would be... Oh, guys, what are you doing? You're putting it on the wrong side. You've doomed us all. Well, that's a good thing to find out now, though, I suppose. Let's just stand here while it fixes itself. Okay. Okay, now it's fine. That was an interesting problem. And we are actually all out of my copper waste, which is both good and sad. Okay, so we need more... Well, we need a clarifier, which we've got plenty of stone bricks somehow. Oh, gosh. We need more basic circuit boards. There are a dime a dozen up here. Grab a bunch of them. Looks like this is not quite doing as well as I thought it would be. Just boost it slightly. It's very slight. It needs more than what I've just done, but I don't care. Okay, and chemical plants, because we do need more of those. I need more probably pipes before I'm done with this as well. We need to figure out how to get the menthol gas. I know we're making a lot of menthol gas over here. That's menthol we're making? It is. Then we need to green catalyst it as well. Okay. Oh, looks like we're bringing another catalyst train. 2 catalyst trains for one project. Gosh. I mean, it is the thing that I'm making like resin out of just gases, so I suppose that's somewhat to be expected. Go like that. And that should be the carbon dioxide. It is. All right. The urea gas being created in quite abundance, actually. And we're going to put a clarifier down. Where will it not be a pain? Honestly, probably kind of everywhere. A pain. Put it over here. Out of the way of everything else. Like, there will come a time where I wish that I didn't do that, but that time's not today. Okay, so urea gas. Now, I do know we got a shortage of it elsewhere, but for now, this will suffice. What we need now is menthol gas, and do we have a green catalyst around here? I don't think we do. So we're going to need a green catalyst situation as well. Green catalyst. So we need one of these. Station. Don't know where we're putting it though. That's probably a bit more of an issue. You know what, we'll put it down here because I have a funny feeling we're going to need... We do not have the pipes for this. I know this. I'm just looking at what we've got and it's like, no. We don't have near the pipes for what I'm trying to do today. Okay. And turn. Another stop. Thankfully, we don't need another train, so that's cool, I suppose. We're going to need more chests, just 2, which is convenient, and 2 to combine it, 3 actually. And stack inserters, or filter rather. 2 of them. Nice. Cool. And the train will come down when it gets around to it. There it is. Great. Gonna need more catalyst frames, obviously, and apparently the game's happy to oblige me on that one. And we also need the methanol, which... Oh god, that's a lot. Could I make methanol here? Could do. But I really don't need to. But of course, otherwise I'm building a pipe from here down to here, which... doable, I suppose. A long pipe. Other alternatives, a train that just drops off methanol. Train's actually not a bad option. Methanol train. Methanol train. In shorthand, it's of course a meth train, which, you know, that's a different thing. So we need another train stop. 2, in fact. We're going to need another locomotive. And we're going to need a... What do they call these things? Fluid wagon. I'm pretty sure we need steel for. Okay, and that should be enough for my meth train. Also, we didn't put signaling here. That's going to be a real problem if I didn't do that. Okay, I always forget about signaling. Actually, that one needs to be a chain link as well, doesn't it? Okay, train up here. I'm just going to call it just methanol drop. Let's just call it what it is. Let's not put a fancy name on it. Let's just make this stop even more trash. Okay. So we need a train. Here we go. We need a fluid wagon. We need to fuel the train. Fuel. Yeah, I'm feeling better about this train than what I was planning to do. Plus, another train on the network is always a bit more fun, more chance of dying by a train. And we're going to need pumps. Probably just one. One will suffice. Okay, and you can just wait here for the moment. Now the methanol comes from here. So we'll go like that. Got a bit of extra room. Lovely. Come on, guys. We got stuff to do. Okay. Okay. Do it like that. Better, but nicer. And another train stop. How many pumps did I build? Did I build 2 or 1? Did I think about incoming and outgoing? I did not. That's going to make the whole stop a little bit happier because it's got more to do. Pump. So methanol drop. Well, obviously this is going to be called methanol pick. Methanol pick. Full cargo or time past 300 seconds. Oh gosh, it fills up so quickly. Methanol drop. Empty. I'm just going to sit in this train, I think. Everything's going to shoot off any moment now. At least after it got through its reserve of methanol, it wasn't quite the case, but that's okay. We need a tank. I mean, you might as well just build the big one, right? Not like you lose anything. Okay, so we're carrying a bunch of methanol now. The one with the B on it. I'm pretty sure that was like benzene or something, actually. I don't know. I don't know anything about making meth. Obviously. I mean, that's what everyone says, right? What are you gonna do? Say you do? I mean, even if you do, you still wouldn't say you do. I don't, but then again, that's what I'd say if I did. Obviously. Alright, and that empties out pretty quickly. Then we bring this stuff up. You're gonna need a catalyst thing. Just the green catalyst. Gonna put some catalyst in there. And also we don't really need to do too much of this, I think, but it will need to be expanded at some point, obviously, as everything in this game does. And then we wanted to make it formaldehyde. And that's just going to be the gas that we've got, the methanol gas. Yep, looks happy. And it probably doesn't need to go that much. Don't like the one catalyst sitting there because that's probably going to be wasted otherwise. Okay, and we have, oh. Of course we need to pick up the expended catalyst frames and bring them back around. Okay, so now we've got formaldehyde, urea gas. Now we can make my resin. Which we will do somewhere, probably here. Now this is of course, all of this is done just so we can make a blimmin' stuff. I don't remember what it's called. Gotta be separated by one. I need this so I can make green circuit boards, because I need liquid resin to do that. For some reason. I need fiberglass boards. Let's move them across one more. Not what I wanted right then. Okay. Now research, we'll continue. Ceramics, we need that at some point. And likewise, they're going to go out to this side. Do. One of my trains is running out of fuel. Okay, so that should be making liquid resin now. Except it's not. Ah, because... Ah, now it is. Okay, what train ran out of fuel? The methanol drop train, because it didn't actually have much fuel in to begin with. That makes sense. But we are now making a lot of resin. Now the resin, there's two things we can do with resin. One is make resin. Go figure, right? Which we can bring up here, which is what we're going to do first. Just bring it up here manually, bring it through the train line. We are also going to run out of pipes in a moment. It's less than ideal. That's okay, that's life. An odd number of pipes again. I think that's actually okay this time. Oh, that last one just goes one notch higher, just like beep. Okay. So a train stopped on the network. If I know how this network is built, one train stopping means everything will just collapse around it. But I think it stopped right next to the pipes, so that's actually kind of convenient. Also, I was thinking plastics at the moment we've got going on the trains. We probably don't need it on the trains. It'll probably just fine moving the liquid plastic around. So we may do that. It was further than I thought it would be. It was a mistake. And where is my pipes? They're just up there, okay. Okay, and sure enough, everything's beginning to jam up here. So we'll do a couple of things. One, we will not fuel it because we have no fuel on us. Uranium train. Yikes. Okay. And we'll also make it so it does fuel the train in future, because that is the easiest fueling that I don't know why I didn't do the first time. Yes, I do. It's because I'm lazy. That's always the answer. Right. Okay. That plastic train then just fills up again, which is pretty neat. Can I just take a train this time? Because last time I had to walk, and I didn't like doing that, so I don't want to do it again. Um, Train? That's not the train I called for, but that is. Wow, that went on a really convoluted route. Anyway. Anyway, here's Wonderwall. Okay, so if we're moving closer to advanced electronics, that's something I don't want to have to deal with right now. Capacity bonus? You know what? That's pretty good, and I don't know why we haven't done it yet. More capacity bonus on inserters would be very good. You can go to wherever the hell you want to go. I actually don't care anymore. My resin would slow down because of that, but that's alright. Faster now. So the resin's going to come along here. It's going to go up to feed here. I don't know exactly where it's going to go, but up there somewhere. Probably up now is good. Up now is good. Then we come into the trees, which means trees at the moment were my main source of resin. And if we come into here, let's go there actually. And finally, the resin is here. Then we create the resin by assemblers. That's not an assembler. Okay. So now that should increase the speed of my module creations as well. Also, that's going a bit hungry. I like that. Oh, my tree stopped. Just between cycles, I suppose. Okay, so resin is constantly being produced. Hydrogen might be a problem, but clearly not yet. Yeah, everything's going pretty well here. I'm happy with this. So, that was a thing I needed. Probably a bit of casting as well, because I just really want to get lots of red circuits made, because I'm going to need them for the next step. Okay, so slightly faster tin should result in faster everything else. Of course, everything you make will just make everything require more stuff. Looks like it's making rubber faster than we were prepared for, honestly. Can we do that in an electric furnace? Just do one first and see if that works. Put it in a place that's not stupid too. If I power that, yeah, that does work. Okay. We're making more rubber, which should also mean we're making more insulated wires, and sure enough, we are. That should also mean these are backing up. Fantastic. Good, that's not why we're here today, but it's good that we've done it. Okay. How is my crystal slurry going? I imagine it's probably not going great. It is going shockingly poor. That's alright, we're just using up more resources. And surprised when it's not enough. Get that. Okay, so what do we need? Fiberglass boards. Let's focus on the fiberglass boards first. That's actually not too difficult. This might be the more tricky part, but again, we've made most of the stuff before. So what I might do, I might make this below where we're making the blue blue science. Give ourselves plenty of room to work. Also, it appears to be a worm down there. Delightful. Now, I'm not too worried about how much sand we're using here because I know we've got a lot of sand elsewhere. These worms are going to be problematic in a moment. There we go. I warned them. I didn't. I just warned myself, honestly. They should be dead before I look at them next. Oh, more science is done. Good. Science is happening pretty quickly these days, and that's pretty exciting. Happening here. Not enough aluminium. Yeah, that's because we probably need more geode processing. Maybe I should focus on that first. It would be more beneficial, I imagine, to actually... And I'm going to probably destroy my entire system to get more stuff. So let's destroy the entire system that we've known and loved for years. And by that I mean the last quite a while. Being over here is probably right. So we need a lot of washing plants. Then I don't know what we need. Probably a lot of belts. Because we're going to change things. I'm going to change a lot of stuff actually. What do I not need? Probably don't need those. Brushes? Probably are going to need those. But now that'll do. We are going to need more sand, but I believe there's a lot of sand over there already. That shouldn't be a problem. So at the moment, the way we've always done this is we've always separated, well, what? No, let's not do it that way. We've always done the separations in its own little block, and this block takes more space than I think it really should. If we do this a bit smarter, we can have a more streamlined thing and put the geodes together, because right now you'll see, for instance, everything jams up because, oh, it's waiting for a particular color. So we're going to stop that from happening. So first off, we're going to change the way this part works. This will be the first one we do. After that, we'll copy and paste this multiple times. So we kind of want that to be sideways. Probably need to chuck a lot of stuff in my bags for now. Let's just get rid of all this. That's the wrong button again, but it always is. And it's going to want to pick up all that sand. Okay. So the whole plan is before it was doing this differently. Hey Spinny Derp, thanks for following. Okay, so now the whole idea is we should be able to, once I actually figure out what the heck I'm doing, is, I always forget what they're called, and I can never find them when I'm looking for them. Okay, there we go. So we get this pipe, come in it, put it in like that. Then we also use these offshore pipes, put them in like that. The new plan is that everything's going to be a lot more condensed and a lot more reasonable. Probably even. Change this again. So have it coming in from that way. Okay. Then they are too close. That's always a possibility. That's all right. This is like the first of its kind, so I'm not expecting it to go absolutely perfectly first try. Okay, and that goes in like that. Would have thought we'd have an offshore pump in our inventory, but clearly that's not the case. Then these are going to come down like that, and that's going to fueling the main thing. And finally, and most frustratingly, this stuff. And we're just going to put that up there and flare stack it. Yeah, exactly. By hour 70, landfill is just not a problem. It is just a thing you just need to carry with you sometimes. Okay, that should power up all of that, and that should be back more or less the same as always. But the difference is it's much smaller. Exactly. Get to where you belong. Crap. All right. So we're going to do a similar thing on this side where we're just going to get rid of all of this. We're going to pick up that landfill because otherwise the bots will try to do it one by one. And no, we don't want that fish. Don't take that. Okay, we got a fish. Sometimes in life you just have a fish. Not much you can do about it. You've just got it. Your fish now. Look after it. Becomes your fishy friend. Now, the difference on this side. Exactly. I can't ever hear that now without thinking of that song, and I guess that was kind of their point. Really? I thought that was... Oh, no, you're right. That is the wrong stuff. We move that, like, just to, like, left one. This is why I love bots. It's just like, oh, I did something slightly wrong. Just move everything. Okay. One off. All right, and when it's going that way, it actually goes downwards. Okay, and we don't actually need more water. Because we don't need more water, we can actually bring it in from this side. Okay, that should be a more compact version of this. Looks like everything's sort of running again. No, it's not. The heavy mud water's not coming in here. Okay. Right, then the mud water comes up through there. Okay, is everything connected? Everything should be near full. Everything should be running again. Right, so that's a much more compact version of what we had before, and we can make, like, we can tile this so much easier now. So we can get rid of this and then make probably like 3 or 4 more of these. Like in the same space. Now, of course, with all this construction I'm doing, this is going to lead to an inevitable problem of, great, but now we don't have uh, enough filtering, and that is something that I am aware of and I will deal with in due time. When is that due time? I don't know. One day. So we're just going to disassemble this whole part. Not space we want, I just want efficiency. That's how Factorio players are, I understand. And it's beginning to be not happy about the crap that I'm carrying. That's fair. Oh my gosh, someone's already made a thing for lazy bots. I'm over the moon about that. The bots are the laziest. Oh, you know what we haven't done? We haven't figured out what to do with the mud. Okay, glad that we figured that out now, before we had mud problems. What are we doing with the mud? Okay, the mud can all go into an assembler. I think they're just using level 1 assemblers. And then go into a chest. Clay bricks, I've got a lot of clay bricks. I'm not worried about that. Like, I got a lot of clay. I mean, I assume clay bricks are actually pretty easy to make. So this should suffice, I imagine. Let's make more landfill. Hey, what are they? Chocolate fruit bark. Okay, my wife has found chocolate fruit bark. I don't know what this means. What is? Oh, it's like a leathery fruit thing.
Oh, it's chocolate.
Why is it called fruit bark? It doesn't say chocolate anywhere. It just says fruit bark. It's just
Can't you see it?
dried fruit.
I'm gonna.
Okay, enjoy your dried fruit. Um, look, SeaBlock, the important thing about SeaBlock is you can't ever go backwards in SeaBlock. Everything you do will move you forwards. You'll never get into a position where you go, have you bitten it yet?
It's chocolate.
It is very chocolatey. Okay, it is chocolatey. I'm sorry. The important thing about SeaBlock is, yeah, you can never go backwards. Whatever you do in SeaBlock, you'll never be like, I'm in an unwinnable state. It's just about patience. And so long as you have patience, you'll get there. And also, the more you work on it, the faster things become. Like, you start being like, oh, I get it. I can just do this way. Like, which is actually kind of what I'm doing now, where I realize I could do things. It's really good. Thank you. You're right, it's chocolatey. I don't know why I had to say it after I've bitten it. It is chocolate fruit bark, apparently. But anyway, yeah. So you can't go backwards. Biters? It's SeaBlock. What biters? Biters don't swim. I mean, there are worms, but the worms will only engage you if you go to them. And so that's why one of the things I love about it is just you'll always make progress. No, I'm not playing a mod for swimming biters. But it's kind of relaxing that you'll never run out of ore minerals. You'll never run out of anything. You just keep playing and eventually you'll get there. And that, honestly, to me, is like one of the nicest parts of the mod. Because you can't get into an unwinnable state. I mean, yeah. Oh god, you had one short chance to survive, which was water, and then the biters are swimming. No, 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 sir. No, I want none of that. Oh gosh, yeah. I've always kind of wanted, like, Death World to me is just one of those things I just go, oh god, I really want to do that one day, but also I never want to do that because just Death World is too scary for me. Um, I need to deal with these geodes. You know what I need to do actually? I probably don't need this landfill right now or these things. Probably need those actually. There's a bunch of stuff I don't need with what I'm currently doing. And the next part of this is going to be tidying up the the geode sorting, but that'll be next. There's a few stages to this. Hopefully it'll make everything a bit more efficient, which is of course every Factorio player's dream. Like I need to tell anyone that. Everyone knows every Factorio player's dream is efficiency. And also, once I've done this once, it's going to make everything so much easier for future to just add more things. Because that's the problem. Like, this was, I wouldn't say obsolete tech. I mean, the pipes are all over the place. Some of them are copper, some of them are plastic. I mean, that's still going to be a bit of a problem, but okay, that should be everything we need for this. So now what we want to do is we just want to copy this as many times as we can cleanly. One, ooh, here's these, some of these are using copper pipes. That's fine. Also, that doesn't need to exist, so we'll get rid of that. At some point we will upgrade these to the brass pipes, but for now it's probably fine. Okay, let's copy that again, this time without picking up that weird errant pipe. We have however included the boxes, but that's okay, we can get rid of them. So in the same amount of space, we've basically doubled the washing plants that we have. So that should be good. The bots are going to be really busy for a while though. So I'm just going to have to do what I can to help them out. But again, this is going to be more landfill, always more landfill. But this will make a lot more stuff. Maybe I should let the bots actually pick some stuff up. Great. I refuse to do the underground stuff because it's more work. It doesn't actually need to be connected that. Okay. But this will actually give me, like, this space alone is like an extra 50% more, and with the efficiencies we're going to introduce, it's going to be interesting. We're going to get some real interesting efficiencies, which is something everyone wants to hear about. The next thing, part of this plan, after doing probably a few of these, will be to get rid of these and turn them into things that actually, rather than being really haphazard with their colorings. Why is that even jammed? Dude, why is it jammed? Oh, because we got rid of the water. Okay, well, you know what? We might as well just keep having resources for now. Let's not stop everything. But we will stop everything very soon. We are out of power poles. Problematic. Oops. About assemblers too. Interesting. I only wonders if I should just build a roboport and just let them do their work, their dark business. Then again, I know they'd just be lazy if I walked away. That's how bots are. You give them a second of like free time and they'll just leave. Oh, actually, we do have stuff. Okay. I mean, I do have assemblers as well. Cool. So once I am done with this section, I will make it efficient. And then we're probably good for the meantime. Or for the meme time, if you will. And if you won't, that's okay. I accept that. I encourage not. Okay, run out of copper pipes. That was always going to happen. And that's okay. Why we've got a chest. That's why we've got an upgrade plan that turns copper pipes into brass pipes. We are not going to have enough pipes, though. I know that already. There is just too much stuff to be built. More robots would have been great. If I'd had more time and didn't need the resources right now, I would have probably got to the point that I would have faster robots, but we don't have it. We're not there. I mean, the bots are getting a lot done, despite being very lazy. Also, we are out of power for myself. It's not great. But it is a lot tidier now, so maybe that, you win some, you lose some. Bots are all converging on me. Great. Get to work, your lazy bots. Oops. Really, I would have thought we'd had enough of more of these. Oh. Maybe we do. Maybe it doesn't feel like it. Oh, they're so lazy, I know, right? Do we not have one more underwater pump? Or seafloor pump? Look, if we don't, doesn't matter, we'll just build another one. And washing plants, we still got lots of washing plants. We may have actually picked up too many of them. Okay. Well, it's getting more and more to the position of there's less bot work to be done here. Battery is at 0%. That is a low number. Any more stuff to be done over here? There's a bit. I don't think there's much more. I think we're kind of good now. Okay. So the next step is going to be a killer. Next step, we're going to just cut this off here. Let it process its last resources. Why is that not powered? Still got plenty of power poles. Maybe we've got to actually connect them that way. Everything seems to be powered now. Cool. Now we get to the point where we destroy one of these things. And this is where it really gets crazy. Because this is the other reason why I'm doing all of this. Now, we're going to be getting some mineralized water, but not near as much as we used to be. Hopefully that's not a problem, but I honestly don't know. I'm not picking those up, it takes too long. Can we actually enhance construction bots? Like storage? I just type bot, will that help? Worker robot speed, I mean that's pretty good. Worker cargo size, that's better. Of course we are getting less resources while we're futzing around with all this. But that's okay. This will all be worth it in the end. Hopefully. Or we break everything and it's irreparable. But as I said, nothing is irreparable on this. If it's so bad, you can always sort of fix it. Like I can always just rebuild it, which is a waste of my time, so I probably won't. I'll probably just say, yep, this is a vast improvement, clap my hands together and walk off for the day. Which is ideally not where you want to be, but you can. Okay. Let's destroy this one. And then what we want to do is a lot of these. So we're going to kind of parcel them out, I think is the right idea. So first off, we're going to have green geodes. This is going to be very manual the first time, but it's going to be way easier the second time. Going that way, please. And then cyan geodes, then red geodes, going the other way, thank you. Then yellow geodes, and blue geodes, and then it doesn't matter because, oh, purple rather, because then there's no other geodes. Okay, now the point here, all of these are going to do a very similar thing. I kind of want red geodes to be this one, and that can be purple. Their red and blue need to have a little bit of special stuff. Nukes do solve all problems, but I do kind of want to use the resources. That's a different sort of problem. Okay, good. Now what we want is liquefiers. That should be more than enough, honestly, except for the fact they're too close. Okay. And a similar thing here, where we want a bit of space between them. Again, that is too close. Could have just picked those up by hand, but you know what? That's what bots are for. Let's make it look tidy, shall we? For a change. Okay, so that would be purple and greens sorted. I mean, literally, we're sorting them. That's purples. I'm really hoping this is more efficient because I am wasting so much time doing this. And that's greens. Now we will of course need sulfuric acids, but that's not a problem. What we might do is have the crystal slurry come out that side. Okay, so let's just start connecting these, because at the very least if I start connecting these, it'll start giving me resources. I mean, it does look like it's working. That's nice. And we might connect this one in the same way, because what we could do, here's where we get tricky. We do that. Why are these not making stuff? Is there all trying to, no? Oh, because that's not getting, why is that not getting mud? Small distraction here. That's not getting mud because, not getting mud. Oh, because for some reason we don't have a seafloor pump there. Okay, well that's, okay, turns out we weren't quite ready. Are we happy now? Okay. Then, same sort of thing here. Cool. Everything's a bit jammed up, but that's okay. Can't do nothing about that. All right. Then we're going to do a very similar thing down here, except with the cyans and the yellows. Yellows come down here. Cyans come down. Now reds and blues are going to be a bit more of a pain. Because they need to be crushed. Must crush the reds and blues. Can we increase crushionosity? Not really. What I could do actually here, gotta leave space for those. So the reds can come this way. Don't know if there's enough space. I feel like I've got like one not enough space. Yeah, that's exactly true. I'm one too far. Let's go two more, because you can never go wrong with having a little bit extra space than you thought you need, right? Okay. So I'm just gonna grab those first. It can sort itself out after that. Okay, great. Bots are working. And the idea is I want to have a belt there. Like this. Great. Now, because red and blue, while they can be done the same way, it's just a little bit more expensive and a little bit, like it's more expensive and more useless to do it the same way. So we're not going to do it the same way. So far, I'm actually kind of happy with this design. It looks very clean. And a clean design is what I kind of want here. And just the fact that bots are going is really distracting. So I'm just going to do some of their work for them. Okay, good. That's going to crush these into powder, into dust and stone. Now the stone is going to be easy to use because we also want liquefiers, which we actually ran out of liquefiers. Neat. That's really annoying. Okay. Ain't nothing I can do about that. So whatever happens, we're going to... Yeah, just connect that first. That's a good idea. That's exactly how you want to do it. Oh, and we've run out of belts as well. Okay, that's fine. I feel a little bit happy about everything going on now. Let's connect the sulfuric acid. That way that's happening. Let's also connect the crystal sludgy stuff. Crystal slurry. So at least these are getting used now. They would be if they were the right colors. Ah! Okay, they're the right colors now. Okay, let's grab a train. Organize all the things, absolutely. Usually my organization levels are pretty poor. If you'd like to see a horror story, I call it the rat nest. In fact, I'm going to show you because the rat nest is a nightmare. It's where I started, and so everything sort of formed around it. And yeah, also I've lost my train. Look, it's not the worst design I've ever had. Once I did design a base, like it was basically a sushi tray. Was that not my train? Is this my train? No, you know what? It's my train now. That's probably my train pulling up now, but I don't care. You took too long. Give me 0 stars on Uber. Oh my god. 0 stars on Uber, friend. 0 stars on Uber. He's not even my friend. The train system is a little bit of a clusterfuck, but I like it. Okay, so what do we need? We need more liquefiers. So for that we need probably stone bricks. Yep, it's always stone bricks. Never surprised. Stone bricks, why you be so slow? You. Oh wow, am I using stone bricks elsewhere? We have a lot of them. Okay, so we need liquefiers. 6 is probably not the correct number. Oh, because we took all those washing plants and therefore we probably needed a lot of stone bricks to replenish those. That would make sense. I was probably still fighting to get that. Well, it's done it now, but probably trying to recover from that for quite a while. It's fine. It'll recover. Okay, so just saw a train whiz by there. That's always exciting. I think trains have killed me 4 times so far on this run, so that's nice. It's actually less than I thought it would be. Fair. 5 more liquefiers. That's probably good. Going for this. Gonna need another radar down there, it seems, as well. Yeah, that's probably a good number of liquefiers. Okay, let's get a train. Can't help but notice my science isn't happening. What happened to my science? What are we lacking? Those. Why? Aluminium. Aluminium is probably lacking because we don't have enough resources being made. Yeah. Okay, well, that's going to be fixed soon. Yeah, I don't want one. I don't want a pancake. No today. I've got a rule that I have that whenever I die by a train, I put a gun there. In fact, there's one there. Because you always respawn with a pistol, so I'm like, it marks where I died. So, there's one there. I think there's one around here somewhere. There's a few pistols around the place. Um, but I don't know exactly how many, and that's probably the way I want it. Otherwise, I would realize how bad I was at this game. Okay, so then want to turn the crystal dust into slurry. And we want to turn the slurry into stuff. That's the wrong height, I just realized. So we want to actually move that one more up. Means we're going to move those one more up. Then I'm just going to pick up and move myself. The bots are too lazy to do it themselves. We don't have more belts. I forgot about the belts. Sonic trains? I don't know about those. Is that another mod, or are you just... How fast do they go? That's my real question that matters. Okay, we are severely lacking anything that's good and holy. Holy shit. That's fast. No train needs to be that fast. I mean, trains typically go, what, like 400 kilometers an hour, which is already pretty ridiculous. Uh, that's so fast. And then the mineralized water needs to go somewhere else. Probably need to connect that as well. Oh, of course. The mod allows you to make the trains even faster. Yeah, that's not suicidal. Okay, cool. We almost had an elegant system there, and we just messed it up right at the last moment. Actually, we could just move them one up. I want an elegant system, damn it, just for once. Just for one day, please. There we go. So we're lacking conveyor belts, and probably... I would have liked that train. We have another train nearby. Not really. We'll grab that one. Okay, so we'll grab some conveyor belts, and... That not actually... Look at that in a moment. Look at that while I'm on the train. Why is that not working? Uh, should be... Oh, because it's the wrong color. Wrong color, and okay, so... We're probably fine with pipes at the moment. Yeah, okay, look, this is good. Happy with this. So we go to get the conveyor belts, which are in the opposite direction that I was running. Classic. Uh, get a couple, just get more stuff, really. Let's take all of them. Yeah, and that should be everything we need to get this off the ground fully. Why is that slow? We're not using that much lead yet. Okay, so that'll fix that problem for now. I just realized if we destroyed the other thing that we're not using, we would have had enough liquefiers and all that jazz. Ah, well. We had a chance and we blew it. Okay. Connect that up. Then make this out this way. Mineralized water. Power it up, and then we should have this done. Now it's going to take a little bit of while to get through the red geodes, and if we need to push it out a little bit further, we can. Unfortunately, it pulls them out in a specific order. So, I mean, how can we increase the level of these crushers? I mean, possibly, actually. Also, possibly not. We'll just do one crusher. That's all we've got the resources for right now. At least now it's getting through the purple, and then it'll get through the green. Meanwhile, there's... Yeah, see, this is... I think this is working. But I did say that just so I'd convince myself that I was happier about what I've done. Like I always said, I would tell myself that whatever I've done is perfect and I'm happy about it. Oh, that's not even trying to take the right color, so that's... But it is dividing them better. And once it starts, like, stops the backlogs, which I believe the backlogs are pretty bad, it should improve. Yeah, I think it's doing okay. So the question is, okay, actually the real question is, has this actually fixed anything? And the answer is probably no, not really. Well, hasn't made it worse. I think it has actually improved. The only way to actually check for sure is to... Okay, crystal slurry. It was typically sitting around 40k and now it is 36k. That sounds like a resounding no, doesn't it? Again. Got this sitting here doing nothing. Yeah, look, I'm hoping it's the backlog, but then again, backlog you'd say... although it's more because the backlog, I suppose, is like a single concentrated color. And that's slowing it down because it's meant to be more divided than that. Alternative ideas, I could try and get the express belts made, and maybe that would make things better. Because there shouldn't ever be a single long run of color quite like that. I don't think I would have another one of them come through quite like this, so maybe... Well, that one does seem to... It is getting through the backlog. There is confirmation on that. Yeah, oh, express split. You know what? That might be a good idea. The splitters is probably where it's going wrong, isn't it? Get some cobalt in there. Yeah, I want to subscribe to your newsletter. That's a good idea. Cobalt is not too far away, so all we need is cobalt for those. I've got plenty of aluminium. If you do have a newsletter, please let me subscribe to it. Sounds like a good newsletter. Okay, so it's over here-ish, I believe. Actually, while we're thinking about that, can we build a radar? Ooh, we can build a rocket engine. That's the first part of the rocket that we can build. Okay, so blue splitters, 5 of them, which is the exact number I need. All right. And then we just upgrade those boys. How many have I built so far? 0. Oh, I built 1. Great. I mean, actually, the big problem does seem to be red is backing up, but again, that could be part of the backlog issue. I mean, I don't want to start building the next part of this without sorting that out. There's no reason why I can't put another ore crusher on there. How's this going, actually? Does look a bit smoother, doesn't it? Actually, it looks a lot smoother. Not jamming up at all now, is it? Okay. Multiple backlogs being cleared. Yeah, this is good. Okay, well, you know what? I'm going to start... I'm going to get rid of this one, because let's be honest, that's not doing anything anymore anyway. We may need to worry about how the sulfuric acid's coming in, so we'll worry about that once we clear this out. So might stop things for a moment. Which of course will create more backlog, and hey, we're in the same position we've always been in. That's all right. The sooner I connect the sulfur back together. Okay. And then we need to also connect the crystal slurry back. The sooner we do that, then everything just goes back to how it's always been. Okay. Slurry's back. Actually, how are we going? Crystal slurry's actually doing pretty well. Mineral sludge is back. We have actually made an improvement. Okay. Now this is jammed up. Why would it do that? Oh, because I got rid of that. We've made an improvement. Everything is gone. We have disappointed ourselves. Got a bunch of geodes as well that I probably need to deliver at some point. Okay, so my theory is each one of these can clearly handle 2 full, I wouldn't want to put it, what? Why did power just die? Why did power just die? That was a very important power pole. A VIP, if you will. Wait. VIPP. Hmm. I am a child that I found that funny. And unset pop up copper pipe. Well, that's fine. All right, so it did backlog us for a second there, but it looks like it's... Oh god, it's not even clear again. Oh gosh, we had it cleared. That's all right. And then basically what I want to do is... No, no, I needed that. That was a very important That was a very important pipe that did actually need to remain there. So what we probably want to do, we'll do one more of these. I don't like that it's off center. That does bother me a little bit. I thought it was going to be enough for everything, and I was like, no, it's clearly not. But it is pushing through 2 lines, whereas before this was struggling to push through even one. So, gosh, really, you want to take your crap? Okay. I think I will expand this to allow a 4th. No, that's probably fine. I did kind of kill it by just giving a bunch of blue geodes to the other crushers, and I can always expand, like improve the crushers. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to make something very similar to that one. By very similar, I mean, honestly, pretty much identical. We need to get rid of these just for a moment. That looks good. No, it doesn't. It looked good if it was higher up. At the very least there, because we know it works there. Brass pipe in the way right there. Okay. The important thing is first that we get these connected. Otherwise we have no sulfuric acid to melt them down. And it's very important we get these connected, otherwise there's no reason for us to exist. Okay, so now it is getting everything going again. That's going to take a little bit because we don't have any express pipes. But it looks like, I mean, I assume aluminium's still struggling, huh? It's probably just don't have enough crystal seeding. Probably part of the problem, I suppose. Sulfur, we've got plenty of sulfur. Sulfuric acid is maxed out, that's good. Alright, Spenny, well thank you for coming by. Really appreciate you having, spending your time with me. Okay, and that's all jammed up for some reason. Because mineralized water is maxed out. Why is it maxed out? It shouldn't be maxed out. Maxed out because of that same reason, basically. And I mean, look, this is looking pretty good. I think the problem is crystal seeding, though, is just really needed. This is a much more organized thing, though. I'm pretty happy with this level of organization. And then we probably need to, can we start building a filter unit now? Probably. We can. Lovely. All I wanted. Out of curiosity, how is my uranium going? Not really that much better. The lack of crystal seeding. But all we got to do is improve. Well, how about we do this? We will put the red ones in and then we'll mark them for upgrade. That way when we have the upgrades, we can do them. Okay, it looks like we're more or less done with what we can do. Okay. Like we need more crushers, which we don't have the resources for a lot of that stuff, so it's... Why do we not have water? Oh, because that was built afterwards, yep. Okay, so we have improved that. So what we didn't know we needed is another crystal seeder. I'm gonna put that though. Put it down here maybe? Uh, maybe. Let me get rid of this, I suppose. Because they should all be connected on that side. Yes, they are. Okay, great. Mineralized water, exactly. Dunk. What does actually? Well, no, it doesn't. Can do. It's kind of connected the same way. Connected, that's connected. That is connected to nothing. Now it is. And crystal seeding needs to go across that way. We've doubled the amount of crystal seeding we make. Okay. What's your problem? What is your problem? You're not getting your filters. You need more filters? We've got enough for 2 more filters. That's not great. But I'm going to do them anyway. The filters aren't backing up, so. Now that should mean crystal seeding is coming through more, and that means that's, yep, aluminium's back. Uranium should also be being constructed. It is, albeit a little slowly. Are we going to go wrong with another seeding? Is that a good idea? Probably not. I really, why is the sulfuric acid going directly through there? This is kind of a little bit of a not really needed like that. This would probably be better as another filter train. In fact, yeah, this is kind of shitty. We do something far better over here. Of course, when we destroy that, we're going to need to make sure we don't destroy anything else valuable. Crystal slurry, is that maxed out now? No? Why is that maxed out? Oh, because for some reason it's not connected. Great. Well, for now, I'm actually happy with this. So I think, while I do need to continue on this later, I think for now, we've got what we need. We've got a lot of mineral sludge. And now that we've got that, we don't really need anything else. So, it's time to go to the next step, which is to make blue chips. It's finally time to do it. How's my resin going, actually? Bet you we've got like so many of these. 181, 200, 460. Not as many as I thought we'd have. What happened to my resin? Those are all being made. Those are... What are you lacking? Plastic? No? What are you lacking? Iron? Surely not steel. Red processing chips? Possibly with the lack of aluminium we had recently, I suppose. That should be getting sorted. Not? Okay, well I know where I'm going to go, and that's over there. Gotta figure out what's going on over there. Gotta figure out why my aluminium stopped. Because I need aluminium to be, you know, not stopped. I'll figure out while I'm going over there, because clearly something's wrong. Lurk wastewater appears to be full. Okay, that's actually a pretty easy fix. If we had a clarifier, which is just iron, we have iron. So we need a overflow valve. Let me guess, needs iron? Needs iron. Okay, well, let's... eh. So that was a minor misunderstanding how that was going to go. Easy fix, though. That's the important thing. Um, gonna store a couple of things for a moment. Let's get rid of my trash. Wow, really? We had more trash than that, huh? A lot of trash we had. Maybe I gotta click on the right box. Oh, I kept looking at the same inventory. Derp. Okay. Back to getting my iron. Now I made a thing there. Make things easier for me later, because I knew this was going to happen. And overflow valve. Is that just a box? Just an empty box. I'll take it. Now, fluoric wastewater is the problem, so surely something else is letting out fluoric wastewater somewhere. That's chloric, that's sulfuric, that's chloric, fluoric. What's happening with fluoric wastewater? Goes into there, and if we don't need any fluoride, it gets wasted forever. Wonderful. I will just put a pipe into there, power that up. That should mean my aluminium is going once more. Yes, it is. I have no idea how long that was stopped for, but, and I don't want to check because it would scare me to find that out. The important thing is it's going now. These look like they're going all right. Does actually still seem to be going a bit slow thanks to the amount of blue, but again, I think that's due to backlog situation. Because blue is the last one. But it is going down. Only clear one backlog at a time though, of course. More, better ore crushers probably fix that better. But it's probably fine. Alright, so science is resuming. Would have been nice to have that a long time ago, but whatever. And we do need to get some sand. Thankfully, I know where there's a lot of sand. Armed with the knowledge of where to find giant jars, time to capture some cockroaches. Okay, so there should be a ton of sand here. 9,000? Not quite a ton, but it's certainly enough for now. And wherever you're going, I don't want you to go there. I want to be over here. It's going to do a bit of a loop, and then it'll come back. Now, the good news with trying to build anything over here is usually I've got enough other things on pipe that it's not required to worry about. Okay. So let's make the fiberglass board first, because that's going to be the harder part. It's just glass fiber and liquid resin. Okay, well that's actually pretty simple now. Because the liquid resin is full. It is. Maybe I'll build that over here. This is going to be the hardest part. Once you've got that, everything else is just, oh, some more titanium? Whatever. I hear a worm. It is Matt. Why he has to be Matt? We need steel, but there is steel just over here. That's right. Plastic is the new steel. No, it's not. My wife was just like, is it though? She's lovely. Always correcting me. And that's an important thing, because I clearly need to be always corrected. You know? That's pretty good. Now, if she couldn't correct me, then what's the point, you know? Like they always say, be with someone who knows your flaws. They never say that. I wonder why. I think it's be with someone who knows your flaws and accepts them. Oh, she's still here. For now. Oh, I've been informed for now. You know, I said for now as at the same time she did, so I don't know if this is a good sign or a bad sign. The important fact is she laughed at that. Anyway, I gotta make stuff. I gotta make these fiberglass boards. It's glass fiber and liquid resin. Wait, that requires 2 liquid inputs. How do these work? Okay, I hear the... Oh, glass fiber isn't a liquid. It's made using a liquid. Strain casting machines. Okay, that's fine. I probably also need to deal with these worms because they're over there just hooting, hollering. I won't have any of the shenanigans in here. Okay, so we need strain casters, which honestly, that's not too difficult. And we want glass fiber. At some point, I'm going to find something I don't have the tech for, and I will be sad. But it hasn't happened yet, so that's nice. I'll try not to be sad. I make no real promises, though. Okay, so glass should be in here somewhere. Glass is up there. Okay. Well, let's go from the source and then go from there. Looks like it should be easy to bring glass in from that side. Okay, so there's glass. Oh, it's even coming down. How handy. Oh, it's already going the way I want it to. And then it stops. Okay, that's fine. I didn't expect it to go all the way. I mean, already I'm pretty grateful for the way it's gone through. Okay. That's glass. Oh, perfect. So that's going to make my glass things. And then we need to make fiberglass boards using resin. And resin's not a problem either, so that's good. Is that the best way to make those? Yeah, there's no other way. Only has an input, doesn't need a second put. Second put. Yeah, that's how words work. Okay, and with this we're going to make fiberglass boards. And we'll have the liquid resin come from the other side. Or could do it like that and have the liquid resin come from the same side that it actually is going to be coming from. Novel idea, I know, but it does make a bit of sense. Liquid resin is just up there. And we do that, and the liquid resin's connected, and we should have fiberglass. At least when we connect these to the... Maybe we should empower it, what do you reckon? Okay, so fiberglass boards have been created. That's a great start. Then we need to make superior circuit boards. Now for this, I know we don't have the stuff we want because I want steel, I want iron, because I'm going to want to use these smaller electronics assembly machines whenever possible. And one thing I'm curious about right now, is aluminium coming through? Or has it got a lot to work through before it actually comes through? Doing its damn best, I suppose. Could always increase. Oh, the flotation cells are like a level behind what they should be. That's odd that I didn't correct that. Is it odd though, or is it about expected? They're both. It's alright, it'll fix itself up. What I really need is a bunch of these. Some iron. And just to build as many as I can. Then I run out of steel. Okay, do I have a steel drop-off point here? I do. That cannot be far from triggering the train to come. Okay, that'll just trigger the train. Okay, so that's a lot of those that I've been building now, but that's okay. I'm gonna need a lot of them. We're also gonna need casting. Probably more than that, which means we're gonna need more basic circuit boards. Those are a dime a dozen. I'm worried about the lack of trees, though. What's the problem? We have to fertilize it. Oh, did we never connect the urea gas at the start of this? I don't think we did. The fertilizer is probably out of urea gas most of the time. And sure enough, it is. Okay. Well, good news. We can connect that to urea gas pretty easily. And that should give me more trees. And I didn't actually pick up the circuit boards while I was there because I got distracted by everything else happening. I was so close too. That's the most annoying part. They're just up there. Honestly, because I have to walk for these, it's probably better to grab more than I need. Okay, casting. I need a lot of casters. We run out of stone bricks. Well, that's about normal, honestly. We're going to run out of pipes before this is done as well. That's okay. So, then we want to make the start of this. I'm going to make 6 of these. And it's going to be the standard configuration of 2 of those. 1 drop. That is the standard configuration that everything uses at some point or another. We probably actually don't want them there either. Down here would probably be much better. Okay, so we are going to need ferric something or other, but we can get that. They also need copper. Here's why we're building castings. Bit of a pain, actually. The liquid bus is quite a distance away from here. That's all right. Copper and gold, I think it is. Yeah, gold is the other one we need. Interesting. And we will connect those together. Those in there. Now we just got to figure out how to get gold and copper. Copper's not actually too bad because copper we can steal from over there, and gold is kind of a similar thing. Like that's probably the way you do it. Take the copper and the gold from the red circuitry. It's honestly, it's not too different from red circuits, blue circuits, so we can just kind of do mostly the same things a second time. Even to the point of putting it inside the train line. Okay, and gold, we'll grab that in a moment. Yeah, that was always going to be a problem. Leave the alien artifacts there. Not really a problem. Okay, and copper, designated this one to be the copper one, so it might not actually be enough copper, but we can always expand it. We've left room. Gold, which is a very similar idea. I want it to be a little bit neater. I like things to be a little bit neat in the factory, you know? Now, I don't think we make a lot of gold, so that might be something we may have to expand upon later. But now it should be... Why are we doing it with plastic? That's fine. Got it, I suppose. Okay. That should be making gold and plastic. Oh, sorry, gold and copper, and then we just need to get the ferric iron stuff, which shouldn't also be too far away. That should be... wait. That was stolen not from the red circuits, that was stolen from... I'll remember words. Oh, no, it was the same sort of thing. Okay, and ferric comes in through there. Okay, we've got ferric chloride, which is important to make basically circuit boards of any type, it seems. And that can go away for now. We'll put it back up though, because we actually do need to that. I don't think we're going to have a problem with ferric chloride anytime soon, but we'll have a problem with it at some point, I'm sure. Because no doubt at some point we will want so much more of it, and we just won't have the resources. So we'll have to make the resources. But we're not there yet. But the basic nature of SeaBlock is you never have enough. Like, you may think you have enough of something, you never have enough of anything. Okay, so that superior circuit board's done. Next, I need basic electric components, transistors, integrated electronics, and solder. Now, some of those are easy. Basic electronic components, well, solder is easy. Solder, super easy. Wait, do we need 5 things? We need 5 things, jeez. Okay, but then it's actually pretty much done. Okay, so where do we start? Basic electronic components. Tin, copper, and carbon. and copper. Basically that. I mean, why don't we just steal them from there? We could just steal everything from there. That's only going to be a problem for later. That's a problem for like tomorrow, Seif. Ah! There we go. That's half of the problem solved. There's going to be no repercussion from what I've just done. The joke there is the repercussion is going to be huge, and I will regret what I've done for a long time. Okay. Integrated, what was that? That was the harder one. Solder, easy. Easy, easy, easy. So solder just requires a connection to the solder. I got a solder line somewhere up there. Just gotta probably get some water on it as well. If we just do something like that, except here, we're gonna need more strain casters, of course, and we're also gonna need to figure out how to get water here. How do we get water here? Well, I guess it's just water right over there. Let's take that water. Now, I feel no shame in taking water. Water is all over the place. Taking the electrical components, that might be a problem later, but I can make more electrical components. I'm not too worried about it. The amount of aluminium coming through is concerning me though. And I will deal with that shortly. I just want to make processing units, because once I make those, we're going to get some real serious shit happening. Okay, so we need an offshore pump. Those are pretty cheap and easy. I've been building those since the beginning of the game, so one would hope by now I would be used to it. Okay, and that's solder. Or as I've been corrected before, solder, but I don't say solder because wrong. And I'm not a criminal. I don't know why I'd say that anyone says solder is a criminal, but no, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I am personally not a criminal, regardless of whether they say solder or solder. Okay, now we should have so much solder on the line. We do. And we are now almost out of underground belts. That's a little scary, but it is the life that we live. So, the next question is how the hell am I making this? Because, no, are we missing something? Integrated electronics. Ah, that one's a pain. Okay, that one we actually do need to make. Damn it. I thought we were done. Okay, well, that means we definitely need underground pipes right now. While I'm doing that, can we build some more flotation cells? That is a problem for my aluminium, and I might as well fix that while I'm here. Don't know how many we need. We'll build 3 and that'll probably be enough. Train, there's one nearby. Train, take me away! We'll stop by the pipes to get those. And then we'll go fix aluminium and then we'll come back. So can you wait there for a moment? Thank you. Wow, we're really out of pipes in general, aren't we? Yeah, I mean, counterpoint, no. Just counterpoint, I disagree with what you're saying. because I'm going to need more pipes than that. Guarantee it. Okay, driving a train manually, it's a surefire way to get into a disaster. If I could get processing units before I end tonight's session, I'll be very happy. Okay, flotation cells. We need flirtation cells, as I will now call them, for no reason. Because they're flirtatious. And if that's still not enough, we do have some speed modules. Not many, but we got some. You know what, let's do that. Just speed it up a bit. I should hopefully produce more aluminium. Does look pretty good, actually. I've lost a train, but I've made a friend. So, integrated circuitry. We need tin, copper wire, plastic bar, sulfuric acid, which is fine, we need that for something else as well. And sulfuric acid is needed for everything, I swear. You need to go to lunch, take some sulfuric acid. We need 2 more strand casters. For the tinned copper wires. Is actually going to be pretty simple because that's where they are there. Then copy that recipe and even copy the take the water pipes from there. Oh, and now we just need to actually get the what's it called? The copper and the well, copper's easy because copper's already here. Copper is there, so we can just go like that. That gets the copper into the line. Then we need the tin. Because the important part about tinned copper is you need the copper, not just about the tin. Always be good to remember that. You gotta treat that copper right. We're also gonna need silicon wafers and plastic. Now plastic we could probably even steal from here. Now I know we could be using it as the liquid again, but we're not. Why? Because you want a better answer than just cause? Okay. You'll note there one wasn't forthcoming. What I'm gonna do actually, even though it's not really needed, I'm gonna kind of put tin on the belt. That should make a lot of tinned copper wires. Fast stack inserter. Yeah. Probably need to power it too. What do you reckon? Okay. Next, we need silicon wafers. Silicon wafers are another fairly simple thing to get. And I've made them before up here, I believe. Up here, I believe. I've made them somewhere. Yeah. Ah, they need nitrogen. Okay, that's a bit more painful. But, eh. So do something like that, I guess. Then we need to get the silicon down here. Oh wow, we actually need an air processor? I'm surprised that some of those things actually happened. Something smells good. My wife is cooking dinner. Anyways, I'm streaming until 30 my time, so I'm going to be streaming for another, I don't know, 30 minutes or so. You know what we need to do? We just need to change all these pipes to just better stuff. And we need new casting machines, which need stone. Oh, good. Stone! I love stone. My favorite thing. We need to get the silicon in here as well, which actually not too difficult. Skiing stone is actually more difficult, which is funny. Hey. Oh, thank you for the snack. Could you bring me a cat bowl, please? My wife brings around snacks sometimes. Because when she's snacking, she brings me a snack. Um, and usually there's a little bowl in front of me, which I call the cat bowl, because SeiferKatt. I'm a cat. It's just, I don't know why this joke works. Actually, I'm not sure. I'm not sure the joke does work, but it's what's happening. Okay, so after we get this liquid down into everything else, then we need to. Oh, missed. We need to get the sulfuric acid. Oh, actually, that was fine. Okay, and the silicon. Oh, that's not good. I probably could have gone down one more, huh? The liquid bus really builds up in an interesting way after time. Okay, so what did we not actually pick up when we were supposed to? Stone, right, yeah. Actually, I have casting machines. Yeah, that's right. I don't know what that's there for. I think that was more silicon. And then we can, I think that can make silicon wafers. Maybe it can't. Clearly not. Yeah, that's not the same thing, game. I appreciate you tried, but you were wrong. Okay, why are we not making stuff? And now we are making lots of wafers. Delicious. Then I think we've got, yeah, we need the plastic and the sulfuric acid. So let's actually start connecting these things to everything. And we can use these, which is always nice. And we will make more than we need to because I'll inevitably want to steal it later. That's who I am as a person. Okay, and plastic. That's an easy thief. That's right over there. I think we make lots of plastic as well. I hope we do. How's plastic going? Looks like it recently delivered a bunch of plastic. But the chests do seem to be full. The only thing that would make those better is if they actually had stack inserters, which for some reason they don't. Not sure why. And I just remembered, you can do it this way. Nope, 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 not there, not there, not there. Ah, jeez. Okay. Cool. Now, after that, we need sulfuric acid. I'm pretty sure something else used sulfuric acid before. That's sulfur dioxide gas, not sulfuric acid. Maybe nothing did. Let's look real quick. Sulfuric acid. What does it use to make? Oh, we're gonna need it no matter what. Guess nothing was actually using it. Um, these need to be faster. Yeah, it seems to be alright. When we're making plastic, it does seem to be going through a lot of charcoal, and that's my fault. Where am I getting sulfuric acid from? That's the real question. Get it from in here, but that's really difficult to get out anywhere. Sulfuric acid. I mean, we've got a ton of it over there, but that's not great. I think that's the only way we can do it from. Okay. Alternatively, how hard is it to make sulfuric acid from sulfur dioxide gas? Pretty simple. But I'd really prefer not to, because it's not really specialized for that. So what we're going to do is we're going to come up here, and we're going to go into the rat's nest. For brown circuits, fine. Okay, into the rat's nest. Always fun. How the hell are we going to get anything good out of here? Okay, so there's sulfuric acid. It's rather light, actually. I guess all this new stuff we're doing is burning up more acid. That would make sense, I suppose. Okay, we're not making enough acid. That's problematic. That's alright, we won't worry about that right now. Because right now we're trying to leave the rat's nest with an acid pipe. Which is not quite a great idea when there's no reason to do it, but that's okay. And then we should be out of the rat's nest? Yes. Wow, there's two pistols right next to each other there. That's not a good sign. That means I've died twice there. Okay, and that should be fine. And then I gotta figure out what the heck's going on with acid up there. I think maybe it's just not enough oxygen. That's typically where it goes wrong. Okay, well if that's the case, let's just assume I'm right there. I know it's a dangerous theory. I'm gonna need more stone bricks. Never mind. I thought I was gonna be able to fix it before I went up there, but nope. Don't have any stone bricks. Can't do squat. Integrated electronics. Same thing. And this is going to be the classic. Where's my classic design that I love so very, very much? There it is. Okay, and that's integrated circuits, which is enough to make the next part of blue chips. Okay, it's clearly getting enough sulfuric acid to make the first batch. That's nice. Okay, so finally, we need 5 things. What we might actually do is have them go on one line, which is not usually the way I like to do things, but it's the way we're going to do things this time. And what are we lacking? Solder. Solder, okay. And then we'll figure out what the heck's happened with my other stuff. Okay. Cool. Then we're going to do something a little different. And that should make my electronic logic boards. Don't even need to use the special leveled up one. But I don't want them there. Maybe I do. Nope, still don't. Still do, actually. Okay. Then we've got logic boards being made. Now that is most of the work to making blue circuits, but I do need to fix my sulfur production. Because if you don't fix your sulfur, you tend to have long-running problems. Because it means nothing is being built in your factory, or at least not efficiently. So I guess it's going to be air filters. That's normally what the problem is, which is going to be stone bricks. Let's grab some green circuits as well. Oh, that's actually doing pretty well these days. Wow, that is doing extremely well. And what else do we probably want? Don't need 8 wafers. And stone bricks, which hopefully have recovered from the last time I massacred them. Looks like they have. So we want air filters. Gonna need some clay bricks to get the level 2s. And honestly, I see no reason not to get the level 2s now. Okay. And then we need chemical plants. Which... yeah, 6 will do. Okay, so we've improved that. That's exciting. Exoskeleton, that's going to be good very soon. Because we're going to start building power armor soon. And then we're going to be moving slightly faster. Probably heckin' faster, actually. Okay, these do seem like they're working pretty well. The problem is... slurry's not coming through now because of the sulfur. I do want to get rid of this at some point in the near future. Because this filter, these filtration units, well, actually, looks like it's doing fine. It's just, no, if these don't have acid, it doesn't matter how fine they're doing. They're not doing fine enough. Um, so my first thought is, let's just increase the amount of, uh, what is it? Oh, that one's going to be done in seconds. Increase the amount of air coming through. Oxygen is probably going to always be slowing it down a bit. But it's not going to be the main cause, I feel. Other cause, maybe we just don't have enough of these. I mean, that's an easy fix too. Okay, more worker speed. Don't know why we didn't do that sooner, honestly. Probably going to need more of those too. So we'll expand that out. You know what? This is that classic problem where we've got two different types of pipes. Okay. We guess two different types of chemical plants? Yep. Why not that problem too? Might as well connect them too. Hopefully increasing... actually, that one might still be a problem. Because while it's great that it is... I'm just going to need more chemical plants. And then I feel the next question is, are we making enough sulfur? And the answer to that may be... that answer may surprise you. I think the answer is no. If that answer surprises you, then dang. Uh, oh, what? Why is... why is this happening? Because we're not getting rid of the hydrofluoride gas. Oh gosh. Is this actually the reason why everything stopped? Because we didn't have an overflow valve for this? It actually may very well be the whole reason everything crapped out. Okay. And there's the overflow valve. Okay, so now we're using the acid gas. Or at least we should be. What do you do with hydrogen sulfide? No, hydrogen fluoride gas. Right. It's used for a few things. Like we do want it. We're going to need it when we get to tungsten. Okay. And I do need to upgrade these. When we get there. We'll build one more. Like, get them up to level 3. Why not? And if they are working through it too quick, maybe I'll even do a bit of this. That way they can help their fellow man out. And it'll boost the oxygen and everything. Okay, one does seem to be getting jammed a little bit right now, but oxygen production should be still not great. That's the problem. Ooh, no, not that one. Okay. What's the problem with chemical plants? Not enough iron. Okay, well that's honestly not a prayer problem. I get there all the time. Okay. They're kind of helping each other out, but not really. Are these ones constantly working? They are. Can I increase the output of those? Let's try. What we could even do. Here's the tricky part. You increase these as well. Put the cables in them. That way, when they are working, they'll sort of help each other out and make a little bit more oxygen. Because right now, every now and then, these things just go, ah, there's not enough. Yeah, right there. It could have picked up something else. Oxygen does appear to be going through. These are... I feel like this has always been a bit of a problem. I don't know where the problem lies, whether it lies with we're just not outputting these enough, which is the liquefiers are not enough. Yeah, we'll give that a go, shall we? See if that helps it. I didn't know you could turn those. Not that it was actually something I needed to do, but it was cool. Hopefully, expanding this may also help. Because right now these aren't actually running. Like these have run 41, this one's run 41 times, which is an insufficient number. Like most of them have run like 18,000 times. Why is this one not run many? Guess it doesn't get many filters, huh? Hopefully, it does look like these are going down faster than they used to. And that will of course make more. I'll be another 7 minutes. Smell dinner, it smells so good. Alright, and oxygen should be improved. Problem is now, actually, it's kind of a funny problem that we are trying to get through more nitrogen than we can burn. Prove this at all? We'd be better off to just get more iron. Is that the problem? The iron that we lack? Yeah, it's just iron. Okay. Sure, I guess. Iron's pretty close by, so I can walk and go get it. Got a bunch of oil residuals. I don't know what I'm going to do with those, but sure I'll figure it out one day. You know what? You can never have too many flare stacks. Unless you try to build them all at once, of course. Okay. Build two first, and then build everything else. Otherwise it tries to build 140 pipes. How full is that train, out of curiosity? I don't know. 229 silicon. Yeah, silicon's going to run into a problem soon. Okay, so that's keeping the nitrogen burnt. And the oxygen just keeps flowing. The O2 must flow. Acid gas is going down. We've sped up my worker bots. That's good. Expand inventory. Wait, what? Expand inventory? By how much? 10 slots. Wow. That'd be really good, actually. And this is all sort of catching up now. Yeah, this might not be enough, but alright. Okay, well, I think that's problems mostly dealt with. Oxygen, at the very least, there's more oxygen than there used to be. Okay. Still building more flare stacks. I think we've built enough flare stacks, honestly. I know I wanted infinite numbers of them, but probably enough. Okay, so what's left? Well, it's time to get titanium over there, I suppose. titanium and do. Okay, for the first time ever, let's use titanium. I mean, not ever, ever, obviously, but I mean, who doesn't use titanium in their regular everyday life, right? Okay, bringing the titanium down, further harming my resources. But you know, resources were meant to be harmed. That's what I made them for. Well, I made them to be used, not harmed. But that's what when I say harm my resources, I'm not actually just punching a brick in the face. Perhaps I should. It is an interesting metaphor. Not a metaphor if you're actually just punching a brick in the face. That's literal. I was not watching, I was hit by a train. Dang it. I was scratching my nose. Ah, trains. I sort of like, I was holding down the left mouse button and holding down the S key, so I'm like, oh man, my nose is itchy. What I'll do is I'll move my nose down to my mouse so I can scratch it with my thumb. And then I just hear the sound. I'm like, well, shit. Where's my dead body? Around here somewhere. There it is. You know what? I'm fixing something. That's not how you spell color. Well, it is, but right. Oh, now my body's blue. Okay, and the pistol's got to go in there. Where's the pistol? I've lost my pistol. Never ideal. Oh, because the pistol's still in my inventory. Okay, cool. Pistol goes down. Okay, we continue. That is in the most annoying place possible. Who put that there? It was me. There is no one else to blame. That's not true. I can always blame someone else, but it was me. All right, well, I'm just going to get the titanium down there and I'm going to end for the day. So just I'll just start wrapping up here. So thank you everyone for watching. It's been great having you around. If you have enjoyed today's stream, please give it a follow so you'll know the next time I am streaming. Uh, I usually stream twice. Well, I've started streaming twice on the weekends just because we're around. But I will also plan to be streaming next on probably Thursday night my time. So it's a bit of a quiet stream, that one, but that's all right because everything goes up on youtube.com/SeiferKatt and you can find all those videos there. So if you're wanting to find out how this madness all started, that's where you'd go. Uh, Alternatively, if you're watching on YouTube and you go, damn, I really wish I was here live, well, you can be. Just go to twitch.tv/SeiferKatt and that's where I am. I don't make myself hard to find, uh, generally. Uh, Beyond that, next episode, I think, given me 5 minutes and I will have processing units and I think I'll be running around like a madman. So that's very exciting. I'm excited about that concept. So hopefully I'll see you there. Take care, everyone. Bye.